Hi there and welcome back. It's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello there. If you're new, then welcome aboard. And if you are a returning subscriber, then it's always lovely to have you back. Don't forget to say hello in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, then please consider subscribing, and all the links to where I hang out in my online Etsy shop. I've got a coupon code for Tapology, and other stuff is all down below. I've got lots of freebies on my Buy Me a Coffee, and I've also got a Patreon membership which has lots of different tiers with the benefits, different benefits. I also have a shop within there. So as soon as I create a new kit, it goes into that shop a good 4 or 5 weeks before it's up on Etsy, and they are a little bit cheaper in there as well. So if you've been with me and not missed a video, you will know that I'm working my way through scraps. We started off, we've been using the blues. We've used the paper scraps. I think we've done one on the card scraps. So by card I mean your paper pad card, and I think I've got some plain card floating about as well, but on here this is all scrapbook card. Scrapbook card, it really varies in thickness. I mean, to me that's paper. Yeah, I was thinking I might put another layer on there to thicken it up. I think because these are just going to be like little notebooks, what I put, what I'll go with bigger journals. So I don't think they need a thicker coat. I think that'll be fine. So these was the pieces, what was kind of that size. I think anything smaller than that, you're obviously looking at little incy-wincy things. Now some of these was a little bit too long, so I folded these in. So I will glue that down, and it can be a little kind of pocket, or I could just glue it down and it could just be, just look nice. So that's what I did. I didn't want to cut it off because then, I've got that now for scraps to use, same as those ones. Let me just turn the volume down on my computer. I was just listening to a podcast. So that's what I've got. I think there's 6 of them. I was thinking I haven't got no tea stain paper at the moment. I am going to buy one of those little plastic greenhouse things so I can start drying paper in there. I used to in my airing cupboard upstairs. I'll link while I chat. And my boiler is now downstairs. I don't have an airing cupboard upstairs because obviously I had a new bathroom. And even in the summer here, it's pretty hard to dry paper. We don't have, the hottest weather. And if, you've either got to be really committed to every time we've got a decent day that you're coffee staining or tea staining. Otherwise, you just haven't got that much of it. So I thought I'll get a little greenhouse. Anyway, that brings me to say I haven't got any tea stained paper. I have got lots of, random printed out digitals, but I thought with them being this size, it's going to be a lot of cutting, and obviously on digitals, sometimes you've got a pattern down here, sometimes you've got one all around, sometimes you've got a full page, and I just thought it's going to take a lot of time to look at each individual page to see where I can cut it off. Then I was thinking, well, I could just use I print on cream a lot. I could just use cream paper. Well, that's quite an expensive way to fill just a casual notebook. It's not, you know. So that left me with, I'd got no scraps big enough that I could use as pages. I think I did a few journals with scraps a while back, and I haven't got any more of that kind of size. So what else have we got? A lot of book pages. So that's what I'm going to fill them with. Now I bought a few. You know, when you've got a book, we buy books for different reasons. Obviously, I mean textbooks, not books with images. So a lot of the time we're buying it because we want the actual cover. We want the cover because it's the right size or it's an interesting cover. And then sometimes we buy, I hope there's nothing, because this is a bit of a, no, it's okay. Sometimes we buy the books because we want the pages because they're the right size to make pockets with, or sometimes we want, you know, that aging and all the rest of it. So these kind of books, which are, you know, just easy reads, you know, it was a brand new hardback book. It was somebody I used to read a lot. I used to be really into, I don't know, like thriller type things. So the boring pages, apart from, you know, gluing on them and decoupaging on them, making pockets with them and totally covering them, there's not a lot else you can do with them. You know, they're really thick, they're decent pages. So I thought I'm going to use them as pages, and then you will all have, I'm sure, a pile of this kind of stuff. So this is a sticker. This is a couple of sheets of what I print on. I've got a couple of digitals, what are, you know, that you could write on. I've got some things that I've printed on which I'm not going to be using. Again, these are things, but I've printed on the other side. Then we've got things like, you know, from kits, what those kinds of things that you can still write on. So we've got stuff. So I thought I'll use these as pages and then stick writing bits on the actual page. I hope that made sense. I'm thinking 1, 2, 8 sheets per book. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if that was 8 or not. Hopefully I can rip that down. Okay, so I think what I'll do is we'll do it in a bit of a mass make way. I'm going to do them in 4 because that was a little bit too tough and I don't want to do that you know, several times. So if we rip all the papers out, 2, 3, 4, you know, and I've got plenty of these types of books, and obviously we don't want to be throwing them away, so I just thought it was a good way to use them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So not only are we using as scrap card up, we're using as leftover book pages, and we're using up leftover digitals, leftover bits of paper. And for the cover, if you see these there, they're from Graphics 45 Country Life. I think it's Country Life or Garden something. I've got a playlist using it. And I thought I got some leftover material out to back it with. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we're using lots of different things up just for one project. So that's good for the things, you know, that you want to get used up. Now I think this one is the right size for this paper. Let's, I'm just going to fold it in half and see. Yeah, it just wants cutting down slightly. Okay. Oops. Don't know if my cutter will go through this. We'll give it a go. It wants cutting a little bit that way, doesn't it? 'Cause it was a little bit too long. So hopefully that will give me... Oh, yeah. We'll do it about there. Okay. So I suppose I'd be best to do that with all of them, wouldn't I? Let's do that. So what's that like? So put it again. So yeah, again, just a little bit too high on the top and a little bit too wide. So take that much off and that much. I was thinking, I don't know if to put writing papers on each page or every other one, because these books could be used for a little bit of writing and a little bit of collage. So you could collage on that page, say that be a writing page, that be a collage page. So I think I'm going to do it every other one. So it could be your little collage book, which I suppose would be ideal if you was going away or something. You know, when I'm away, I still feel the need to glue something or cut something, or you know. I mean, I don't know if everybody's the same, but yeah, I feel the need to. It's strange, isn't it? It's definitely more than a hobby. I don't know if it could be classed as an addiction or not, but yeah, I'm definitely miss it when I'm away, and I always take some fussy cutting or something. Right, yeah, that's that one. Oh, it's a lot better doing it in as a mass mate when you're doing something like this. That's that way. That, if I go to that, I could faff about and think, oh, I need to cut, you know, the white bits, but with doing more than one, it'd obviously be a faff. So we don't want to faff, do we? I don't want to faff. I'm filming this on a Sunday. I ummed and ahed if I was going to video today. I videoed yesterday, which was Saturday, obviously, because it's Sunday today. And I felt really tired all yesterday. And I just keep thinking, oh, I think I need a day of just nothingness. So I've ate, I've had a shower, I've put clean pajamas on. They look like I've got, you know, like a tracksuit on. They're not pajamas. And then I thought, oh, actually, I really want to sit and do these. So I thought, well, that's what I'll do. So here I am. So, ooh, oh, I don't believe it. I can cut those off with my knife after. I thought I'd gone quite in rather than... I know, you know, once you fold them, your papers... yeah, splay out. But, yeah, I thought I'd gone under, so that wouldn't wouldn't happen. Right. I don't mind. I quite like that. Oh, I'll probably cut them all. I did think I was. I've been making some journals off screen when you know, when it's too noisy here with the kitchen build. That one's fine. I forgot what I was saying, or why I was saying it. Oh yes, and I was cutting those journals down with my blade, and realised that I really do need to buy new blades for all my knives. And I don't think I'm going to carry on using those disposable knives, because I'm petrified of, you know, when you do that snapping off business and then the blade just flies. Yeah, that frightens me. And I normally ask Ryan to do that, but this is going to sound so weird, but you know, we're going through a separation and I don't particularly want to ask him to do it. So yeah, I'm on my last blade, and it is yeah, it's not its sharpest. So yeah, and it's a little bit difficult because it's on like the last blade. The edge of it is rubbing against the ruler, so I don't feel like you can kind of get in there. Yeah, and it's obviously made it a little bit rough because it's not, it's sharpest, but that's fine because they are only casual books. So, and I hate buying things like that, because I always like, you know, like light bulbs, you know, some are screw tops, some are them pushing ones, and some are different sizes, and you know, you look to buy something and it's just a minefield. And you know, the times that I order the wrong things and things don't fit, and so I try and avoid doing it, but yeah, but I feel sure that I have got some blades somewhere. But obviously, you know, I've moved from upstairs to downstairs, and I've not seen them since I've come down here, so I'm not sure where they are. You know, did they get thrown away in the, oh, this is rubbish, in the move, or are they just in a box that isn't down here yet? Because I need blades for that, and I feel sure that I have got some blades for that, and I think I need blades for this. This will be easy to replace because it's got a number on it, so it's got a brand and a number. Yeah, I think everything is not sharp. Let's go back to this. So yeah, sorry about that. So I think before I order some, I'm gonna have a proper, you know, not a half look round, which I did last time. I just you know, didn't properly look. I suppose I could have gone back to just cutting them on the trimmer, but where's the fun in that? I'd much rather struggle. Okay, that was better. Probably take it out of the cover, Tania. Okay, that's 3. There was, that one didn't want doing. Well, that one wants doing a little bit. So we'll take it out of the cover. Just covered in bits of paper. have a look. Yeah, that's fine. And this one again, just a touch. So yeah, this video is going to be a lot of cutting and tearing paper because yeah, that's obviously what we're doing. But I feel good that it has, you know, used several kind of leftover things up. Okay, let's put all these back. I'm going to actually throw that, and that will make me find these blades. Now, I'd have thought they would have been in here, but they're not. So, oh. But I think, you know, obviously I tidied everything up before I moved upstairs, from upstairs. You know, there's probably a box upstairs what's got, like, I don't know where my glue sticks are to my hot glue. Maybe the blades are in there, you know, like a spares box. I don't know if I've got a spares box or not, but let's cover. Okay, so we could obviously sew these in. You could probably open these up and go up your sewing machine with them. Could obviously hand sew them. I'm going to see if I can just staple them. So the only thing is that's not very wide. That's and I can never quite get it into the crease. I don't know what that's about. Okay. And then yes, it does fold, you know, give you a crease, but it soon comes out. So pop that one there. These ones will obviously be a lot easier. Oh, apart from I've run out of staples. Okay. Okay, straighten it back up. Just do two on them, I think. That's that one. Just a really quick and easy way. You could also put a hole at the top and the bottom and tie it. Oh, wrong way, Tania. With some, you know, cord or ribbon. That, yeah, I've got to say that's quite narrow. I thought I'd bought a stapler one lifted up, so I think I have. Well, I'll mess with it in a second. Right, that's that one. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, but it's still not very wide. There, I thought that was going to be wider, like, you know, a long reach one. But decent staplers are quite expensive. I mean, this is a decent stapler, but I mean, I thought it was quite expensive. I think it was about, I don't know, £10, which, you know, for a stapler, I think. But it's a really heavy one. Yeah, let's find the middle. Okay, fold that in. And so that is our books with this pages in and together, so that's good. Small ones. Okay, let's just pop that there. So yes, I'd got these for the covers. I was just one short, so that's out of a scrapbook paper. So I thought that would probably be ideal on one of those. So yeah, these are the last of those cottage life, that's what it was called. So again, using stuff up. So I've got some different materials. That was some material that I, have done as covers. We've got some sample materials. This is off, I think it was off a cushion cover. And then I've got some lace. So, do I want to do that now? No, I don't. I'm going to do that last, but that's what I'm using. So I will probably put, some lace behind and then a bit of material behind, just for something on the cover. So I'm obviously not going to do all these because that would be very, very boring. I'm just going to do one. Right, let's fold that down. So I think I'm going to leave that one like that, because I do like the idea of it being a collage book. So I'd have a collage there and then writing space there. Where's my other ruler? Well, we'll start by getting the white off. I must take more care when I'm using the printer. I mean, look at this. But sometimes to me it looks as if the paper's in straight. I think sometimes it does it. It just moves around itself. I mean, it can't do, but it must be user error. Okay, so we'll go like so. Okay, and like so. Okay, so I suppose we can use that as a template. So we want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, I'm going to leave that as a double writing. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I will probably use that stack up, which is good because it's it's been hanging about for ages. I can't even remember how many I said. I'm glad I just counted them. I'll save that for one of the small ones. Did I say 17? I've kind of got that number in my head, but that seems a lot. We'll go with 17 because there's 2 more books what are very similar size anyway, so if I do too many that'll be okay. So it looks like I'm so they don't have to be spot on, they don't have to be straight. I would prefer them not to be straight, to be honest. How many have I got? 4. Ooh. Might pause in a minute and get a load done. 4. Am I just getting 2 per page? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I would definitely finish all that off. I might have to find something else. I could have a look in my digitals, because I will have some plain digitals. I said I've got kit digitals left over. I've definitely got some, you know, with plain papers, so I could use those on. Okay. Probably the back going down like that. All adding to the scraps. Okay, so I think those type scraps will do another page. These are gonna go in my actual scraps. Let's do this. But yes, I'll have loads of papers like that which have got, you know, a little bit of pattern on. So I will go through those. So that'll use, you know, quite a bit of stuff up. Let's do these in a 2. Yeah, I'm not getting any more. Well, I could get 4 out of it, you know, because I'm not having to take the sides off. I'm not saving those for scraps, it's just copy paper. It's presentation copy paper, but I've probably got enough with these. Yeah, so if you're making loads, make sure you've literally got loads of paper to use up. Okay, so that's those. I'm obviously not inking around them because that would just be a nightmare. I should really use glue stick, but it's questionable, isn't it, glue stick? It's alright for some things, but I don't think as matte it's going to be a good idea. So I need to not get too sloppy with the glue because I don't want it coming out of the sides and not being able to open the page of fear of it sticking while it's drying. Otherwise I'm going to have to wait 5 minutes, everyone. I've stuck down. Oh dear. Okay, so that's that. Again, I will pause in a tick. I say that, and then obviously it doesn't take as long as I'm thinking it will. So what have I, let me think what I've got to talk about. I've told you. I feel like I've caught up with you. Not a lot is going off, you know, on a day-to-day in my life at the moment. The kitchen and stuff, all there's left to do in the downstairs toilet is a shelf putting up, a thing to put hand towel on and toilet roll on, and the floor putting down, and the back of the toilet door painting. The little passageway, I think it just wants cleaning up, and some edging wants going around the ceiling, and then the floor putting down. In the kitchen, so it's all been plastered. I've got some wooden beams here and there. It's been plastered. The first coat of, I think you have to give it some like I don't know, like a water wash, really watered down paint on top of the plaster. So that's, you know, had a couple of coats. The ceilings are painted. As I said, the lighting's in. The electrics for the lights have been moved around and new ones put in. And my top cupboards are in. So that's as far as it's got. It can only come twice this week. Is getting, you know, quite bogged down with other work, so it's going to be itty and bitty, which suits me down to the ground, because I need a break from, you know, somebody being here constantly. So yes, I'm very, very happy with it, and yeah, it's looking lovely. So I think there'll still be a good few weeks, and then I'm sure there'll be, you know, little bits to finish off and what have you. But yeah, just a break from the, you know, the electrics going on and off, and the noise, and we'll leave that as it is. So I've not got cookers totally out, and yeah, so we're just using microwave and air fryer at the moment. Oh, and a sandwich maker and toaster, which, yeah, you know, that doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, so that's where we are with that. Obviously, I've said it a million times, but, you know, the house is so dusty. And, yeah, you know, you keep wiping around. I've not had a proper clean. I just think it's waste of time. I've just kept everywhere tidy and just tried to, you know, wipe as much dust up every day. But, yeah, I think I'll be a good week, you know, having a proper clean of everything once it's totally done, because obviously all upstairs has been done, the stairway and now downstairs, and obviously walls have come down, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's dusty, and it gets everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. So yeah, it'll be a big cleaning session. So I did go and look at some, you know, I went to a houseware shop, which is The Range, which I was talking to somebody, and they said, actually, if you notice, the R is in the O. So is it really called Orange, or is it The Range? Because what is the O about? So yeah, I mean, that's something to think about. Yeah, so I did go in there and look what house stuff they'd got. I think I just bought some little tiny vases. They like come on a little wooden tray, and some of them are vases and some of them are what you put little candles in. That's going to go on my windowsill in my kitchen. I don't think I bought anything else, but there's plenty of like green stuff in there at the moment. But I've got green in the front room, and my front room is quite a dark room, so I'm actually thinking I might bring the green stuff out and put it in the kitchen, and bring some creamy things into the front room. So I thought I best not buy anything until I've made my mind up. So that is that done. So, and obviously if you was doing every single page, it'd be a nightmare. And that's chunked it out nicely, that has. So that's that. Yeah, and look at that, there's just three left. Oh, 4 left. So let's use one of these big ones on here. Love that. Might want a dark one on. Yeah, let's have that one. I think I'm going to trim around it because obviously I want to get some lace and material underneath that. I'll have to cut some of those roses off. Now I've got no line to follow. Oh my goodness. You can hear my washer. I am sorry, the bearings have gone. I have got a new washer for the new kitchen, but obviously still got my old one in. I'm going to say when my cooker came out, the guy who's doing, you know, the alterations and stuff, he said, oh, I'll put it on the roadside just to make it, you know, more noticeable that Scrapman picks it up, because we do get Scrapmen round. Most days you see them driving around different ones, and I think my DIY man went about 6:30, and surprisingly about 7:30 a scrap van went past and yeah, and took it. I thought, I can't believe that it only sat out there, you know, an hour, and it was you know, gone. So yeah, obviously my washer will be going out next. I've got a good fridge freezer. I've got one of those. I mean, I'm guessing you ladies in America don't call them American fridges, but here we call them American fridges. So the big, you know, double ones, but I'm obviously not keeping it because I've had integrated ones, but I won't, you know, I won't be throwing that out the front door. I'm giving it to somebody. Okay, so I've got that material, and just go around this netting. Yep. So the netting's ended up being bigger than the material. Not really, it's about the same. I suppose I can put that on because you can see through the netting, can't you? So let's yep, we'll build it up from the top downwards. But yeah, it will still take quite a while for the kitchen because all new electrics won't going in where my stuff's going underneath the cupboards, and obviously the washer needs plumbing in. I've had a dishwasher, which I've never had a dishwasher before, so that's going to need plumbing in. A fan thing, that all needs putting in, as well as, you know, the rest of the kitchen, the sink and the tap, and then it all needs papering. And then the floor. So yeah, I think with him only being able to come here and there, you know, once or twice a week, I think it's gonna you know, continue for a while. That's lovely, and it feels really nice. Like I say, it's really puffed it up putting those sheets up. And yeah, let's say you've got a nice base to start a collage. And I mean, if you just wanted it as a collage book, you know, you won't have to put these on, or you could use that as a base. But I think, yeah, a little bit of collage, a little bit of writing. You could write a poem, a little quote or something. So it could be like a, you know, when you feel like it kind of book. So keep life simple. Right, I'm going to sit here and finish the rest off screen. I'm sure you'll see these pop up again because I have been making some journals off screen using up the vintage blue kit, and I've actually started using my neutral scraps up because I thought you're not going to want to then see me using every single bit of my neutrals up, because obviously we've been doing the blue scraps, and you'll probably want to watch something different. So yeah, I couldn't believe I've covered the inside of 8 covers. They're all with wallpaper. So these are the Laura Ashley wallpaper. So, and it's all to use up the vintage blue, and obviously we've been making blue stuff with the sunny days, but I thought, this is gonna go with vintage blue very, very well. So I can use those up and use those up. So I've got 4 that size, and then 4 smaller ones. I think those 2 are Laura Ashley. I think they're just a generic wallpaper. Those 2 aren't sticking together. Okay, so yeah, I've got 6 of those pads, haven't I? So I'll definitely put 1 in each of them, and I think as we go on using some card, I'm going to be making some other types of notebooks. So yeah, they'll all come with a notebook. So yeah, enjoyed that. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.